Men in Sigma have different reasons for pursuing women than most guys, who stay away out of fear and rejection. It is assumed that there are lone wolves who don't seek approval from anyone or anything. They regularly go against social norms and uphold their own set of principles. Why do they stop approaching women when they're not loners or anti-socialists like most people think? Today, we will discuss this topic. The normal, phony gestures women try to use to get attention are not appealing to Sigma males. They prefer quieter methods that don't entail games or pretending. They place a great value in authenticity, and Sigmas can spot when a woman is faking it. They avoid approaching ladies who are only looking for attention for this reason. In today's society, the ideal of how women should show themselves has been shaped by the constant barrage of glossy photos of airbrushed models on magazine covers. However, the majority of women are absolutely unable to meet these excessive expectations. In addition to being a myth and an impossibility, pursuing physical perfection can harm women's mental and physical health. This is why Sigma guys prefer women who appreciate their individuality and distinctive beauty rather than those who are striving to live up to these unattainable standards. Only genuine and down-to-earth women will be approached by Sigmas. Women nowadays are stronger and more confident than ever before. They appear to create a situation in which interested men must earn their attention. When courting, they frequently put up an intimidating front that makes it difficult for certain men to approach them while coming off as a challenge to others. The Sigma fraternity members don't want to participate in this game. Being successful in wooing her does not fulfill a Sigma male, but if you do, it might make you feel successful. In fact, due to how formulaic and typical such behavior is, many find it repugnant. The rules of the game are known to all, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out what the other player is trying to do. They relish this type of interaction and have little interest in squandering their time and energy on pointless pursuits. It resembles a game of chess that has already been completed. Sigmas would prefer to discover something intriguing and novel to explore. Though it might be effective in some circumstances, Sigma does not particularly value the tactic of playing hard to get. The dating world has been too small-minded. In the modern world, dating has shifted from being more about personality to being more about appearances. Sigmas completely reject the idea that people are judged solely on their appearance, yet this does not imply they do not value beauty. They simply don't believe it to be the most crucial aspect of a relationship. This is only one of the many reasons why Sigma men tend to avoid women who place an excessive amount of value on physical looks. They prioritize substance over all else, which can be difficult in the current shallow dating scene. Although many people think of Sigma men as being traditional and out of touch, they're actually quite in touch with modern society. However, they will never compromise on their core principles, which set them apart from the competition. They seem to possess a sixth instinct that allows them to recognize the real jewels among all the junk. These men usually choose quality over quantity when it comes to women, since it seems as though they have the ability to see through someone's appearance and all the way to their true identity. They're far too old for the traditional dating games that men and women frequently engage in. They're at a disadvantage since they're not interested in power struggles or mind games of any type. Although their directness may come across as threatening to some people, they're honest and upfront about their aims, making it simpler for them to discover someone who understands who they really are. The Sigma doesn't waste time trying to persuade those who don't share their interests. They continue to be devoted, nevertheless. They wait for women to change their views before contacting them. They don't pursue women. The Sigma man may take longer to locate a compatible spouse because they often avoid approaching women in preference of waiting for the right one to contact them. They will ultimately discover someone who shares their ideals and attitude on life. Therefore, it is frequently worth the wait. This is not to say that Sigmas don't approach women. Rather, they frequently favor an approach that is more casual and less forced. Avoiding eye contact makes a person appear to be evasive or conceal information from the other person. Additionally, it displays an underlying insecurity that immediately turns off Sigmas. Making eye contact throughout a conversation is crucial since it demonstrates that you are trustworthy and have nothing to hide. Sigmas dislike it when others avoid eye contact with them because it shows a lack of sincerity and honesty. In contrast, if a woman avoids eye contact at all, it is likely that she doesn't feel confident in her own skin or is too afraid to stand up for herself. A confident woman will never hesitate to look a man in the eye because it demonstrates confidence and respect. She may not be interested in you and may not be willing to start a conversation if she avoids eye contact. Social media has altered how people date and form relationships. Social media in Hollywood have significantly changed men's standards when looking for a relationship. it's severely psychologically damaged. Sigma men know that many women have inflated ideas of what the ideal mate should be like or how they ought to behave. They feel under pressure to try to live up to these expectations, even though they don't want to be tied to them. Sigmas are very aware of how connections can influence one's appearance. They avoid the superficial online culture where followers and likes are used to evaluate people. They like in-person interactions. Thus, Sigmas don't like it when women put their social media presence before forging real ties. The truth is that Sigma guys want honesty, and any attempts to be someone she is not will turn them off. Too many gurus and internet influencers have persuaded women that they must appear and act a certain way to attract any male. Nothing is worse than a man who's desperate to gain a woman's love. It's similar to a drowning guy trying in vain to grab a lifeline. Desperation is a symptom of immaturity, and Sigma men never display it. They don't need to appear helpless or needy to demonstrate their value and worth. They don't need to use such strategies because they are self-assured enough to do so. Sigma Stone approaches relationships with the idea that they require other people to fill a hole. They don't make a special effort to win someone else's approval since they're confident in who they are. They take their time doing anything. Because of this, women frequently find Sigma men to be intriguing and challenging, which typically piques their curiosity. It would be best for them to take a back seat, take their time, and wait until they feel chemistry before moving forward. Sigmas believe that despite acknowledging the significance of feelings in life, emotions should be kept in check. They also know the need to avoid being overly sentimental and overreacting. They dislike it when individuals constantly display excessive emotion and wear their hearts on their sleeves. They find it uncomfortable, and it is evident that the person has no emotional self-control. Sigma men avoid unneeded confrontation and drama. Therefore, they tend to avoid excessively emotional women who constantly cause a commotion. They avoid approaching women who are constantly ready to start a fight or engage in an acrimonious exchange because they value maturity and composure in women. Any circumstance that might lead to strife or anarchy is avoided. This demonstrates their maturity and the fact that they respect peace and tranquility. For Sigmas, indications of emotional instability are a significant red flag since they seek a woman who is confident in herself and can remain calm under pressure. Men in the Sigma tribe are sick of naive females. Too many women act and speak without considering the impact their words and actions may have on others. Because of this, many miscommunications and disputes could have been prevented if she had been more self-aware. Of course, this doesn't just apply to women. Sigmas surely don't like it. Men who identify as Sigma desire women who can admit when they're wrong and accept responsibility for it without blaming others or offering justifications. At the same time, women find this challenging. It is a crucial trait that Sigma people look for in a companion. They don't want to deal with someone who's always finding reasons to blame and avoids accountability. Self-awareness is closely related to self-worth and confidence, two traits that Sigmas find appealing. These may explain our main question: why do Sigma men no longer look for women? Even though there are many opinions regarding them, I believe that these facts may be helpful to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy this video. Please click on the bell icon to be notified of more videos like this. In the comment section, please share your ideas as well.